There is a lot of content online right now about AI coding, and honestly, I think a lot of it creates very unrealistic expectations. You can see titles like I built a SaaS in 2 hours, I replaced developers with I built a full app with one prompt, and after building a real production project with AI over a year now, I can tell you that reality is a little different. AI coding is absolutely incredible. It has completely changed the way I build websites and tools for my business, but there is also a lot of people don't talk about the debugging, testing, planning, revisions, the architecture, the prompt engineering, and obviously the time. And in this video, I want to show you the realistic side of AI coding, not theory, not demo projects, not fake build a startup in 10 minutes content, but actual production systems that I personally use in my real estate photography business. So let me show what I actually built with AI. Over the last year, I built a fully customized business portal for my real estate photography business, completely from scratch using AI coding agents. And this is not just a demo project, this is the actual system that I use every day in my business. It includes a booking system that calculates pricing automatically based on property size, selected services, mileage distance, and other factors. It integrates with my Google Calendar. It integrates with my GoHighLevel CRM for reminders and automations. It includes a client portal where clients can check orders, download media, see invoices, make changes, check loyalty points, and more. It also integrated with marketing tools like Reels generator, PDF spec sheets, website generator, and other marketing materials for clients. I also built funnel systems connected to GoHighLevel that help me capture leads automatically. And recently, I completely rebuilt my entire website using AI and moved everything from WordPress to Next.js. Again, this is not theory, this is the actual infrastructure running my business. And I think this is important because there is a huge difference between generating a demo app and building something people actually use every day. Why I moved from WordPress to Next.js? Now, before somebody misunderstands me, I still think WordPress is an amazing platform, especially for the beginners. It's powerful, it's flexible, huge ecosystem, and honestly, most photographers can build a perfectly good business website with WordPress. But eventually, I started running into limitations, especially when I wanted more customization and deeper integrations. With WordPress, a lot of things depend on plugins, and sometimes plugins conflict. Sometimes they slow things down, and sometimes customization becomes complicated. And because I now use AI coding agents, I realized I could build things locally on my own machine, on my computer, instead of hosting platforms. That completely changed my workflow. And now I build locally using AI, then I push my code to GitHub, and then Vercel, which is my hosting platform, automatically deploys everything for me. This workflow is incredibly efficient, and honestly, once you get used to it, it's hard to go back. So let me quickly show my stack that I use. The main AI coding agents that I use is called Augment Code. I started using it a long time ago before a lot of these new coding agents became popular. And honestly, it's been really good for me. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. This is just my personal experience. What I really like about Augment Code is that it works well with large code bases, and that becomes extremely important once your project grows. And I also like that I can switch between different AI models depending on what I'm working on. For coding, I use Visual Code Studio. For framework, I use Next.js. For hosting, I use Vercel. For database, I use PostgreSQL hosted on Neon. And of course, I use GitHub for version control. Version control is extremely important, especially when you start adding new features and making bigger changes, because eventually something will break, and being able to roll back changes is very critical. Now let's talk about the most important part of this video. realistic expectations. Because this is where I think people get misled. AI writes code extremely fast, but building production website is not just writing code. There is testing, responsiveness, layouts, edge cases, SEO, debugging, integrations, performance optimization, revisions, and user experience. For example, I track my time using ClickUp, and my homepage alone took me almost 24 hours to build. Now, when I say 24 hours, that does not mean the AI spent 24 hours coding. Most of that time was planning, testing, adjusting layouts, fixing bugs, refining prompts, improving SEO, checking responsiveness, improving spacing, reviewing content, and the AI writes code insanely fast. In reality, I'm the bottleneck, not the AI. And honestly, that's something most people don't talk about enough. When somebody says, I built an entire site in 2 hours, maybe they generated something quickly, but production ready is completely different story, especially if you care about the quality, performance, SEO, responsiveness, accessibility, and actual business usability. So let me show you how I actually work with AI. Usually, I don't just go directly into the coding agent. First, I use multiple AI platforms to brainstorm and plan. I use ChatGPT, Claude, Qwen, Kimi, DeepSeek, and other platforms. I ask them things like, how should I design this feature, or how should this feature work? What architecture makes sense? How should this page be structured? What improvements would they suggest? And then I combine the best ideas from different models. After that, I feed the refined plan into my coding agent. I do something very similar for the design. Sometimes I ask multiple AI models to generate HTML and CSS concept for the page. Then I compare them. Then I choose the best direction, and then give that design to Augment Code and tell it to adapt it to my actual project. This workflow works really well, and over the time, the AI agent learns the style and structure of the project, so the future pages become much faster to build. That's why my home page took me much longer than later pages. Once the system and design language exist, development speeds up dramatically. Another important thing that people should understand is that building a marketing website is one thing, and building a full business portal is another level completely. Once you introduce databases, relationships, authentication, migrations, and business logic, the complexity increases fast. You don't necessarily need to become a professional software engineer, but you do need some understanding of databases, application structure, relationships, and logic. My portal took around 4 to 5 months to build, and honestly, I'm still improving it because real software is never really finished. You continuously improve it. A lot of people ask also about the security. Personally, I'm actually not too worried about it, mainly because the stack that I use. So, Next.js is a very mature framework. Vercel handles a lot of infrastructure security. GitHub is extremely secure, and my database is separated from the front end. And I also always keep local backups of my code. So overall, I feel much safer with this setup than many people probably expect. So in reality, I have at least three different places separated from each other where I keep the current code. So even if something happens to one place and there is a breach, I can restore the whole project from another place. I think the biggest misconception right now is this. People think AI coding removes the need to think, but actually, it amplifies thinking. The better your direction, the better the results. The better your prompts, architecture, planning, and decision making, the more powerful AI becomes. And to be honest, Sometimes my prompts takes like 2 full pages of word writing, and then I feed it to AI, and for AI it takes maybe a couple of minutes to produce the code that I wrote in the prompt in the AI planning. So writing this prompt takes me way more time than for the AI to actually create that code, to implement that code into my project. And then most of the time actually takes me testing, debugging, checking, and adjusting the prompt and sending another prompts to the AI to fix the things. So AI dramatically increases execution speed, but you still need to judgment, testing, decision making, and business understanding. And honestly, I think this is why many business owners actually have a huge advantage with AI coding, because they already understand the business problems they need to solve. One more thing before I finish, because I'm building websites with AI so much now, I created a skill.md file that I personally use for SEO and AI search optimization. It contains instructions for AI coding agents about SEO structure, metadata, page hierarchy, internal linking, AI search optimization, schemas, and other best practices. And I'm giving it away for free, so if you want it, I'll leave the link below. So, overall, AI coding is absolutely real. You can build incredible things with it. Honestly, it completely changed how I work, but realistic expectations matter. These are still real projects. They still require real thinking, real testing, real iterations. AI is not magic, and if you learn how to work with it properly, it becomes an incredibly powerful tool. In the next video, I'll probably show more of my actual workflow, how I structure prompts, how I build pages, how I organize projects, and how I use AI day to day in development. So if that's something interesting, please subscribe and don't forget to grab the free skill.md file. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.